Hi, you're on Storytime TikTok. Send in your stories/confessions through Instagram and everyone is anonymous. My Instagram for this is in my bio. Please send things in. Okay, bye bitches. Okay, so one time I was in 6th grade and there was this bitch, let's call her Mariah, not her real name. So anyways, nobody liked Mariah because she was a fake ass mean ass bitch. One day she told the teachers I was bullying her. I got in trouble but the actual bitch didn't and I did nothing. So the next day at lunch she was in front of me in the line and she kept making faces, so I grabbed her hair and threw her on the ground. LMAO, that's what that little bitch deserves. Story time. So in December I met this boy and we started talking like as friends. Then later in the month we became really close. Then we became besties and one night he was horny ASF and texted me saying he was trying to kiss and choke me and was trying to fuck me. I said oh, and after that we last 1 month as besties. Then we stopped being besties. Now every time we see each other it's awkward cause of everything he said. Good thing he's moving to Florida. Child anyway. So grinning face with wide eyes. Story time. One time in 8th grade this bitch came up to me and told me to meet her in the bathroom, and then I got in there. She punched me for no reason. I grabbed her head and shoved it in the toilet. She got all wet. Then we fought for literally no reason. I didn't even know her but she had a black eye and bloody nose, and then she told the principal, so I got suspended but I did beat her ass. Story time. I did a sneaky link up this summer and ended up kissing him. Let's call him Fred. Netways climbing over to his side and sitting in his lap. I was on my period and when we finished making out I moved back to the other side and got ready to leave and he said, "Damn my name," and pointed to his sweet pants. They were olive green, so he thought I was just wet but it was actually my blood. I almost cried but I told Fred the truth because I didn't want him to think that I stunk, and I decided I was going to block him when I got into the house. While sneaking back in I almost got ate by a deer because I was cutting through 3 backyards. Oops. Fred called me 3 times before I could get through my window and swore it was fine. To this day I still feel bad. So this happened recently and I have a crush and his friend was with us and we were playing truth or dare and he dared my crush to make out with me while grabbing my ass. He didn't care if he grabbed my ass since we dated not so long ago, but yeah, anyways. I don't know how to kiss or make out and I was scared cause what if I do something wrong? So then he's like, just don't spit. So like yeah, and then we made out for 5 seconds because it was the dare and we had the mac out at least 6 or 5 times, but yeah, and also he grabbed my boobs. Grinning face with wide eyes. Hi, story time. So like in 6th grade there was this one really weird dude that didn't really have any friends. And like on the first day of school we got to pick seats, so my 2 best friends sat next to each other and I sat in front of them and a seat next to me was open and he sat in it. I didn't think much of it. I would move my desk back every day to talk to my friends and he would move his too and I was like, bitch WTF, go away, but OFC I didn't say that because I'm so nice. I was just weirded out. Then one day he came back from STEM and gave me a 3D printed heart and I was like, bitch TF? Like I have never talked to this boy in my entire life. So then I told all my friends about it and it was really obvious he liked me. His locker was also above mine so I couldn't avoid him. And we had these like golden ticket things at our school and he would always give my his. Then one day I had my water bottle on my desk. I was talking to my friends and I turned around and he was fucking stroking the bottle. Like petting it. I was freaking out and I just grabbed the bottle and moved it to the other side of my desk. I told my friends about that too and we basically talked shit about him and I think he found out and he ignored me for the rest of the year. He was triggered that you took away his prized possession. TSK. Sis, he just wanted a hug. Sad pensive face. But that kinda reminds me of this one really creepy kid in the 5th grade that would stare at my boobs. Let me know if y'all want a story time. Anyways, thanks for the. On the first day of 6th grade I had a crush and he liked me back. He's been my boyfriend for 2 months. We met up at the park and he decided to kiss me. I kissed him back. The next day I asked my mom if my friend could come over. That was actually my boyfriend. She didn't know about him. Once he got to my house my mom said he was my cousin. I've been kissing my cousin. When I was in 4th grade I got dared to date this boy for a week. He started trying to kiss me and I kept slapping him in the face for it. Eventually he grabbed my ass and I punched him in the face. As you should. Good job and thanks for the submission. A weird story time. At camp there were the weird girls and I swear they looked like a Greta. So one day at camp we found out that our cabin was above ground and that the windows open. So one day this girl went around spreading rumors about me, so I said, look outside the window, there's something out there, and I pushed her out the window. Mind you, that was a big drop. So when she fell I told the council that the other girls pushed her out the window and she was in the hospital for 3 weeks and the other girls got suspended. I don't regret it. Bitch got what she deserved. Smiling face. That's what she gets for being a ugliest lyingest dumbest person. Karma got her for lying. Karma's a bitch. Story time. So when I was in 8th grade I had this fake ACC so I could slide into my crush's DMs. This other guy who went to my school. Let's call him Luke. slid into the fake girl's DMs. Instead I started talking with him and it went on for 3 months of him not knowing who I was really. One day he asked what I looked like but obviously I couldn't show him so I just blocked him. Previously on Catfish child anyway so one time I was in love with my best friend's brother, so every night when he went to sleep I would make my best friend go to the kitchen with me, and the kitchen is right beside his bedroom, so I would go in there and watch him sleep for like 20 minutes and she was really weirded out and now we're not best friends anymore. Story time. So one time in the 7th grade I had this fake ass friend. This bitch used to be watching my every move just to then criticize me about it. Like, bitch, first of all, you build like a discombobulated cell phone. So, to you whore. And anyways, one time I got a boyfriend and he was like hella hot, like beach waves, tan, braces, big lips, just delicious. So when I introduced my BF to this fat ass, hot breath, redhead, worse looking than Beetlejuice himself, she was all up on this man. Like, ho, back the fuck up, you fat ass Oompa Loompa. Hi, I don't talk about this but in 1st grade there was this bitch, let's call her Jasmine, who would always yell at me when I tried to talk to her. One day me and my friends were playing tag on the playground and she asked to play, so me being the nice person I am said sure, but you better start running because I'm in. She started running and I caught up to her and tagged her and she screamed at me and this bitch said don't touch me. I can still hear her screaming at me and it terrifies me. Okay, so story time. When I was in like 2nd grade there was this really weird girl but she had the Monster High doll I wanted but could never find, so my dumbass took the doll while she wasn't looking and put it in my backpack which was hanging up with all the others. Backpack. Anyway, the girl told the teacher that she couldn't find her Monster High doll, so the teacher picked one student to search everyone's backpacks for the Monster High doll and of course she picked my crush. Anyway, my crush found it in my backpack and I was so embarrassed. Hey there. So this one time in 5th grade my racist white teachers called me out. BC, I had my natural curls out. Mind you, I'm black. He walked up to me and said, oh, did you get a perm? Everyone laughed, so the next day, me and my friends jumped the PPLTHT laughed at me. Never got caught. Nail polish being applied to fingers with medium, dark skin tone. Goat. But the teacher had the biggest prank coming. So on field day we were playing softball. I might have accidentally kicked it so hard it broke his kneecap. Oop. Story time. One time I was in line to go to music class. My crush was behind me. My BFF was in front of me. I farted. I was so embarrassed so I ran to the back of the line. My crush said, ooh, what's that smell? Oh, let's just call my crush's name Jake and my BFF's name Emily. She said it wasn't me and then we all went to music class. The fart followed her, not me, and she sat by 2 boys and they moved seats. BCS, they thought she farted and people call her Miss Farty Pants. Then the next day she came to my house. She asked, do you know you farted? I said yes. She said who? I said me, and they still call her Miss Farty Pants. I don't feel that bad. BCS, she took my mans when we were in 2nd grade. By the way, I'm in 3rd now. Story time. When I was in 4th grade, there was a book fair at my school and I decided to buy a diary, because why not? I wrote down who my crushes were. I had 2 of them. Then my older brother took my diary and read it. He promised not tell my mom, but a squirrel lying Pinocchio beaver snothead rat face told my mom. I got in trouble for having a crush. Like, child, he's not even my boyfriend. Straight-mouthed face with one raised eyebrow. Then they left me and went to McDonald's. Guess who they saw at McDonald's? My crush and his family. My mom was friends with his mom, so yeah. At least she didn't know who my other crush was. I knew my mom wasn't lying when she said she saw my crush and his family at McDonald's, because a week later they were talking about it at church. Grinning face with cowboy hat. I'm still embarrassed till this day and I have to see him a lot. Bye. Story time. One day I was in 6th grade. There was this girl called Marie Laurie and she had a really big gang and her gang did not like me and I have no idea why. Anyways, a little info about me is that I have an allergy to yellow food coloring. Anyways, one morning I arrived to school. I settled down, prepping myself for the day. And my teacher tells me to go bring this to my other teacher, which is the one who has Marie Laurie and her gang in her class. So I go bring it and as soon as I turn to get out I hear her whisper, we should poison Julian by putting yellow food coloring in her lunch. And right when I heard that I started freaking the fuck out, like, OMG, WTF, is she really gonna do that? And my shy ass didn't tell the fucking teacher, so I just go on with the day without eating anything. And then I get home, my mom's like, why didn't you eat anything? And I'm like, oh, I wasn't hungry. Then the next day I see her with yellow food coloring and I restart panicking because